Yo everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a review and a demo of the latest release by Huda Beauty, which are her Power Bullet matte lipsticks. So if you guys remember, a couple of months ago she released a metallic Power Bullet lipstick. There were 3 of those shades. I did a review of those and I was kind of okay with them, but I didn't give them the most generous review, I would say. I wasn't too happy with the quality of the lipstick in terms of that you have to consistently reapply it to get a good colour payoff. I also wasn't a big fan of the whole diamond shaped lipstick because nobody's got pointed shaped lips. I don't care what she said about it being able to make it more easier to apply. My Cupid's bow is rounded, as is pretty much everybody on the planet. Ain't no one got a pointy Cupid's bow. But on the flip side of that, once you've used it once or twice, that diamond shape disappears into a rounded shape anyway, so I don't even understand the purpose of claiming that's the reason why it was made that way if it's not going to remain that way anyway. Moving on. So she has released these lipsticks in a matte format. These are her first ever normal lipsticks, which happen to be matte in texture. Altogether there are 8. I bought 6. I didn't buy the 2 deeper shades purely because, number 1, money. Number 2, I don't generally tend to wear very deep shades anyway, so I bought 6 of the other ones because I knew from looking at swatches and that online that pretty much all of them would suit my skin tone anyway. So these retail in at £22. They are very, very pricey, but then Huda Beauty does price her products on the higher end of the scale. What do I think of these though? I give these a 10 out of 10. I think they are absolutely excellent. Where the failure happened with the metallic ones, they have reinvented themselves with this one. I think that they are comfortable, they are pigmented, they last such a long time. I wore one of these yesterday to a birthday party that I went to. I put on my lipstick at about 3 p.m. and I didn't get home for a good 10 hours later. I wasn't partying the whole time, I'm just saying that's when I got home. I ate, I drank this, I drank that, I chatted. I did not have to reapply the lipstick even once, and when I got home and I looked in the mirror, it had just faded a tiny bit, but it was all still there, all looking great. It didn't flake, doesn't get uncomfortable, doesn't go patchy. They are absolutely excellent. They've got that same vanilla scent as the MAC matte lipsticks, I've noticed, as in an exact dupe. Not even a dupe, they're a ditto copy. It's not overpowering like, for example, some of her other products like the baking powder or the foundation, which I'm wearing by the way today, just an FYI. In Huda Beauty's foundation, for filter foundation, I wear the shade Baklava, which is a perfect match for me. And in case you're wondering why I've got no real eye makeup on, it's because I've got this thing called blepharitis right now and we just won't go there. I'm not allowed to wear eye makeup. So for the next couple of videos, you may see some previous videos because I never released them in the same order on YouTube. You may see some of me wearing eye makeup and think, oh, actually she's alright. No. You're going to see over the next couple of weeks, because at least a month to 6 weeks I can't wear eye makeup until my eyes are fixed. Anyway, let's go back to the lipsticks. I love them. I think they're great. I really like the packaging as well. I really like the fact that it's got this whole kind of metallic closure, so that it just easily just clips back in, so that you don't have to worry about not pressing it hard enough and accidentally leaving it open. I think they've got a really nice, sleek, matte looking metal cover to them as well, and I just think overall they look really nice. I like the fact that the lipstick shade is replicated on the front as well, even though these are all so similar in colour, but you will notice on your vanity which one is different to another one. The one criticism that I do have to this is Huda Beauty. This is me to you directly. This packaging it comes in, right? This plastic. This is so unnecessary. It does not do anything to sell this product to me. We're trying to promote a plastic-free society. Does our environment not mean anything to you? What is the need of this? It doesn't do anything. It's pretty much see-through. And that's it. It's got no picture on it, no design. It says Huda Beauty and it's got a bit of white on it. That's it. Like, it's literally the most pointless waste of packaging I've ever seen. If anything, I would prefer if you put it in a cardboard box. We're going to throw this away. We'll throw the cardboard away as well, but at least the cardboard is recyclable. Brands, you really need to think about our environment. You really need to think about being a lot more responsible in the way that you create your products. Anyway, like I said, I bought 6 of them, which I will go through each individual one at a time. And I personally like to use lip liner to apply these. One of the ones I'm wearing right now is called Third Date, and I'm actually using the Huda Beauty Trophy Wife lip liner to go with this, because this is a very rose themed collection. Most of these lipsticks will go with this lip liner. There are cool tones and then there are warm tones as well. You can happily wear them on their own. They won't wash you out or anything like that. Whether you've got fair, medium or deep skin tone, I think every single one of these will work on you. So don't be alarmed in thinking, oh, maybe one is a bit too dark or one is a bit too light. Obviously, seeing it on my medium skin tone will help those of you out there with medium skin. But just remember, it depends on what your natural lip colour is. I bought all of mine from Feel Unique, where, as I've mentioned to you guys before, if you sign up to their Platinum account, you get 10% off a brand for life, which is basically 10% off for 6 months. After that 6 months, you can change the brand if you choose to do so. But then that just basically means that you get 10% off. I get 10% off Huda Beauty all the time. And because I spent over a certain amount, I got these Samantha eyelashes free as well, which is excellent. Even though these retail at £22 in places like Cult Beauty and Selfridges and Feel Unique, for some reason Harrods charges £19 for them. So what's up with that, guys? They transfer as normal lipsticks tend to transfer, but they definitely do not feel like they're gonna come off. They feel so comfortable. I can barely even feel them on my lips. They're not sticky at all, so you can mush your lips together and be absolutely fine. There's no bleeding, there's no moving around or anything like that. When you're drinking a drink, you will get a little bit of transfer onto your cup, but not too much, because it is a matte lipstick. It's not something a lot more glossy. And you can just remove them as you normally would with a piece of tissue and oil-based makeup remover, whatever it is. It's not difficult to take off whatsoever. Okay, so this first shade that I'm wearing is called Interview. It's a beautiful nudie warm toned pink, kind of bordering on a caramel almost sort of shade. Perfect for everyday wear. I mean, the names, I don't really get how this is called the Rose Collection, but the names don't really go with anything floral related. Graduation day, I don't know, maybe they've given names associated with what you could potentially wear them for, because yeah, I suppose this is the perfect kind of shade to wear to an interview. A very kind of everyday sort of shade that will go well with so many skin tones. I just love how creamy they are as well. They feel great. I could do this all day. So this is the first shade. So this next shade is called Payday. It's a very cool toned shade, cool toned rose shade. Beautiful, beautiful colour. Definitely for those of you that prefer your cool tone shades above your warm toned. Yes, there are those of us out there that do. Me, I don't mind actually cool tone shades. I'm a very big fan of both cool and warm toned, even though I know as a warm toned gal, warm tones tend to suit me the most. But this is Payday, presumably what you wear on the day you get paid. So this next shade is called Pool Party. It's another cool toned rose. Beautiful colour. This one is definitely a little bit more vibrant than the previous one. One thing I have to add though is mine's broken. So basically when I got it, I was like, how come there's lipstick inside the lid? That doesn't make sense, because it goes all the way inside and then it's closed. I just opened it now. The whole lipstick was inside here. I've actually had to push it back in. Feel Unique, Huda Beauty, not impressed. So this next shade is called Joyride, which is a cool toned, very, very cool toned nude pink shade. This is one shade that maybe everybody will not like, purely because it's almost bordering on taupey pink. Again, I don't know why it's called Joyride. Don't be going joyriding nowhere. Get a license, then go for a ride of joy. Okay? I think it's a really nice everyday sort of colour. Again, if you're not going for something like Interview, which is more warm toned, this is the cool toned counterpart. Because what they've tried to do, I've noticed with these shades, is that for each similar shade they've tried to come up with a cool tone and then a warm tone variation, which I think is actually a pretty good idea. I personally think this is a really nice colour for those days where you want quite a muted sort of look. Okay, so this next shade is Graduation Day. Presumably what you're supposed to wear on graduation day. I think I wore hot pink on my graduation day. Anyway, it's a very lovely warm toned rose shade. It's a gorgeous kind of everyday sort of shade, but a little bit deeper than your normal nudes. And this final shade is the one that you saw me wearing at the beginning of the video, called Third Date. This is another warm tone rose shade, but in comparison to the previous one, this one is a lot more vibrant, a lot more pink in there, a little bit more of a purple sort of shade, but again, it's absolutely beautiful. So that is it for my review of the Huda Beauty Power Bullet Matte Lipsticks. As I said, I think they're absolutely excellent. I give them a 10 out of 10. I would highly recommend looking into these if you are on the lookout, of course, for a matte lipstick. It's not by any means a must-have. It is definitely a nice to have. But if you were to pick any of these 8 shades, because I know that the other 2 deeper shades will be gorgeous as well, you will absolutely love them. Again, it's just down to personal preference. I hope that showing what each one of these looks like on my medium skin tone was helpful to you, especially because I know that there are so many very similar shades. It can be very difficult to kind of guess online what the best shade to get for you is. I would say my favorite 2 shades is definitely Interview, the first one that I wore. I actually wore it to the party that I said with Spice Lip Liner by MAC, and I really love this one as well, which is what's called again, Third Date, because apparently this is what you should wear on your third date. Okay, and I wear it with Huda Beauty's Trophy Wife Lip Liner, which actually will go quite well with quite a lot of these rose tone shades. So that's it for my review. I hope you guys found it useful and helpful, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.